everyone. Lots to talk about today. First, though, an announcement. Because I'm going the subscriber route on Substack very soon, the powder picker video will no longer be available on the peaknewsmagazine.com website. It's been a fruitful relationship for me, and I hope, however brief, it was fruity to the good folks at Whistler's Daily. The Peak is a great local newspaper that's been very supportive of the powder picker, even the climate change rants. So good on them. All other media won't even respond to my rants, letters, and emails. That tells you a lot about the Peak's capacity to think and behave objectively and scientifically, which are the same thing anyway. And most importantly, their integrity. Thank you again, peaknewsmagazine.com. Best wishes to all of you.
But you should take my advice and drop David Suzuki from the lineup. Dude is going to be exposed as a total weather fraud very soon. That's why he still won't debate me. I keep asking him, but like all pretendologists, he'll have none of it.
At the stake this morning, 3 new in the past 24 hours. Yesterday's forecast, a min of 7, a mean of 14, and a max of 20. So I did a quickie update of the Super Dave ensemble last night after the Super Bowl. It turns out every model overforecast the water falling from the sky in the 24-hour period ending this morning at 6 a.m. It's 4 a.m. to be precise, because I can only sum model precip, well, without a ton of extra effort anyway, from 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. Close enough for government work or snowfall forecasting, I'd say. But down in the valley at Whistler's official weather station beside Nestor's, there's 6 millimeters of water in the rain gauge. This looks like another case like about a week ago when it rained in the village, but nothing accumulated at the stake. I'm open to suggestions as to how we explain this one, and this is where some local micro-scale knowledge might help. I know you guys and gals that have been living and loving on the mountain forever might have some insights here. It will be interesting to hear from patrollers, guides, back and slack countryists, and sledders in the sea sky about how much fresh they encounter today. In any case, this is a good example of how difficult it is to forecast and just measure a variable that is so locally/terrain influenced. And for more such fun, look at this prognosis from the experts at the Weather Office. Now, we could quibble about whether these are cold fronts or upper troughs, but whatever. They produce the same type of precip, convection. Maybe too much convection is the culprit again? Help? Please lean in if you're a forecaster at the Weather Office. Maybe it was just a bust, plain and simple. Here's the picture. Tomorrow, some flurries accumulate to maybe 0 to 5-ish, then again Friday. The long ranger is scarce, so we gotta hope some of these short-term cells park themselves over the pig and unload. Today is another good example of convective precip. This is what it looks like from the geostationary satellite above, which we call remote sensing. That right there is an upper trough or surface cold front, your call. And here's what it looks like ground truth from the not so remote radars below, looking up into the sky. There's that trough, and then the cellular convection following in behind. Back to the triplet cold fronts, which happened for a reason. No, it didn't. I hate that expression. Because the frickin' universe does not care about us or our magical thinking twaddle. Here's where thickness correlations can help you understand what's going on in a glance at these maps. Call the 540 thickness the line where snow falls to about 1,500 meters elevation. The 522 the line where snow falls to sea level. And the 510 thickness the Arctic front. And by now, if you're a picorologist, meaning you have credibility, you know what that means for snow and possible major lowland snowfalls. Voila! Easy as pie. There's one more way to look at these distinct air masses. From the vertical perspective provided by weather balloons. Real weather balloons that don't get shot down. Although I could see that happening now. I can hardly wait for the Prime Minister to announce in manly man fashion how he popped another balloon that turned out to be a proper weather balloon. What an insult that would be to all of balloon kind. Here's the vertical temperature profiles from balloons launched in Medford, Oregon, Port Hardy on Vancouver Island, the Alaska Panhandle, and Cold Bay on the Aleutian Peninsula. I've red arrowed the freezing level for each of these 4 points. The lesson here is don't focus on the forecast temperatures. Focus on the thickness lines that tell you much more about the character of the air mass. By the way, you can get some of this good stuff from the video tutorials I created for the Avalanche Canada weather page. On the gray bar for each section, click on Tutorials to get the snappy vids relevant to that section. Cheerio!